Hello everyone, Kelly here, and so excited to share with you how to partner with your twin flame. This is a huge opportunity that you have to really make the decision and partner with your twin flame. And the biggest thing that I think people struggle with is they don't see their twin flame partnering with them, so they don't believe it's possible. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is realize the oneness. You and your twin flame share the same consciousness. You share the same soul blueprint. So just like you may share similar DNA to your parents, you have the same soul, the same consciousness with your true twin flame. So it's not actually possible to choose separately from them. So if you are choosing, if you happen to be in quote unquote separation, like that's not even possible, because the oneness of you, the reality is that you are always together, whether you know it or not, whether you're conscious and aware of it or not, you are always together. Because you share the same consciousness, the same thoughts, the same feelings, the same emotions. You may portray them differently in the world around you, but you share the same consciousness. So that is the biggest thing. And realizing that you cannot choose separately from your twin flame. And oftentimes what this looks like is maybe there's a part of you that's hesitant to choose all of your good, or hesitant to, maybe you've been hurt a lot in your life and you're really afraid of your counterpart because they represent all of, maybe if it's a masculine, it's, you're afraid of the masculine, right? In general. And so it's learning to heal those parts of ourselves to bring us back into wholeness with our twin. But obviously, if you are afraid on a subconscious level, then why it's being like, why would they show up, right? Why would they show up for you? And it's not about them showing up for you, it's about you showing up for yourself, right? So the first thing you want to choose it. So you want to set the intention. Okay, I choose to partner with my twin flame. I choose to be their most divine counterpart, their best friend. Okay, and so with that, how would you treat your best friend? How would you respect your best friend, right? So it's really finding a way to honor and respecting them where they're at in their process is, I will say, the biggest part to setting a foundation in your union. Okay, as partnership is really working together and honoring them where they are. Okay, then the next thing is believing that you can partner with your twin. Okay, so number one is choose it. Number two is believe it. Believe it. If you don't believe it, how are you going to create it, right? So a lot of this work that we're doing is about unlearning some of the things that we've learned over our life, about relationships, about what love is, what it's not, what true spiritual prosperity is, that sort of thing, okay? So is really letting go of all of the beliefs that keep you from the best part of life, the best parts, okay? Then it's letting it go. I know you hear it over and over and over, is you just want to let it go. Not the desire. You can hold on to the desire. But again, the desire is not like, oh, I want my twin flame, it's because your twin flame is inside. So you want to go inside and love yourself, okay? Love yourself, hold that desire, knowing that it's possible for you, and then forget about it and let go. And then what you want to do is start partnering with God, getting in alignment with God's will, okay? Because God's will is always going to pull you back to your twin, right? But there's an inner alignment that has to happen in order for you to be able to step into your purpose, into your mission. So partnering with God and choosing that. Well, I'll talk about that in another video. Okay, so another thing, I have some notes here just to keep me on track. So, quick little flag here. We are learning to master the mirror. Okay, your twin flame is your absolute divine mirror. They mirror everything back to you that you believe about the whole situation. So that's why we really want to get to the core beliefs and heal those. That's the biggest thing, is learning to heal your core beliefs, because our thoughts, our actions, our choices are all based on our belief system. Okay, that's the deepest level. So if you want to change your subconscious programming, you have to go into the subconscious and figure out what it is that what you're holding on to that isn't true. Okay, blocks to union. The biggest thing is putting your twin flame on a pedestal, because we have this idea of this, I shouldn't say we, but I mean just collectively we have this idea, I think, of what marriage looks like and what a union looks like, whether you're going to get married or not, right? What does union look like? What does a solid, happy union between a man and woman look like, right? And a traditional relationship, we're so used to loving outside of ourselves. We're like, oh, I love that person. What you're really feeling is the love inside of yourself. You're not really feeling that person. Okay, you're feeling the love inside of yourself, which actually is your twin flame. Because you guys share the same soul blueprint. So when you feel love for someone else, you're actually feeling the love of your twin. Okay, so that's the biggest thing. And think of it like this. So not your particular birthdays, but when you think of the beginning of time, right? You're basically like a light body, right? Our energy, we're like a light body. And then for some reason, there was some chaos or strife, and you were split apart. And one becomes masculine and one becomes feminine. Whether you incarnate in female and male bodies, that may be a different story for each of you. But you've got masculine and feminine, okay, the polarities, okay? So that's your twin. So when you feel love, you're actually feeling that connection to your twin, literally, okay? So if your twin is in another relationship, or they're dating several people or something like that, or they're looking for partnerships, they've learned to love not themselves, but they've learned to love outside of them. Like, we're going to go get our happiness from all kinds of things, right? Like for instance, like I love to dance. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I dance professionally still. I teach ballet. And so that's one way of getting love outside of myself, is working on myself and, being able to have that self-expression. Okay. So let me ground this in. But the idea is, we're so used to doing these external things to bring us happiness and joy. But the truth is when we align with our inner selves, with our inner love, we align with God, source energy, because we're a part of that God source energy. I think that's what I love about dance, is it does connect me to that energy. It aligns me to that energy. On its purest form, it aligns me. So anyway, I guess I've always been trying to get to that level anyway. But what I will say, a lot of times, what we see in the world are not a lot of twin flame relationships. So, we see people like having to compromise, and we see people not always feeling supported. And so then we learn to love outside of ourselves. And so here's what it looks like. I need a graphic, but it's like, here, maybe if I do this. So, okay, so here is, this is my journal. Okay, so here is you, okay? And, All right, just do a little stick figure. Okay, here's your twin. Okay, actually, most of the time we do this. We put them on a pedestal like, oh, there's my love. Oh, they're so amazing. They're so fabulous. And we separate ourselves from this person. Can you see that? Yeah, they're way up there. I exaggerated that quite a bit. But anyway, yeah, we're like, come back. I miss you, right? So you're sending your love to them, right? And hey, instead of sending the love back, everyone's like, oh, they're not sending the love back. Instead of not sending the love back, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to love outside of themselves as well. They're going to take this love and they're going to get, I'm going to go ride a motorcycle. I'm going to go have a great time with my guy friends or girlfriends, whatever it is. Or maybe it's several girlfriends. Yeah. Who knows what this could be? This could be 1,000 different ways to get love outside of themselves. You know, if there's addiction, right? There could be addiction here to different things. Okay, but all of this stuff on the outside, can you see that? All of that stuff that they're sending love outside can be healed by loving yourself, okay? So what happens when you send love back to your own heart, okay? When you bring love back to your own personal heart, what happens, that love gets to them. They feel it from the inside. So you can't be like, I'm going to go get that person, right? That doesn't work. This has to go inside, and you have to love them inside your own heart, which means you have to love yourself, okay? And when you love yourself, when you honor yourself, when you set boundaries in your life with friends, family, maybe it's work relationships, maybe it's overworking, all of these things. Maybe you're doubting your relationship so much that you're also dating someone, right? So if you're sending love outside of your union, your twin flame is going to mirror that exactly by going outside of the union. And then you're like, wait, I'm right here. Can't you see me? I'm right here. You can't feel all this love I'm giving you, but they can't honor themselves. This is the thing that it's confusing because, if we have a boyfriend or girlfriend that's not a twin flame relationship and you send them love, they'll send it back. And there's this I want to say counterproductive, but that's not the right word. There's this ebb and flow. I give to you, you give to me, I give to you, it's this thing. And then we start to have expectations on that of like what, boyfriend, girlfriend. And then if you were to get married, then the ante changes and you're like, what is expected of the wife? What's expected of the husband? And then it becomes this like weird, like, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do that, right? And very, very conditional relationships. And that's what we're used to seeing is conditional relationships. Okay, so we have to take that and we have to throw it out the window. Try not to break the glass on the way out, although that's not a bad idea. But anyway, the idea is that we're learning to love unconditionally. So, because a lot of times we often think, oh gosh, like our twins out there doing all this stuff, they're having a great time. The truth is, if you're feeling bad, your twin flame is feeling bad. That's just the way it is. You partner together in that way no matter what. You can't separate yourself from them. If it's your true twin flame, you can't separate it. Now, if you happen to be working with a false twin, all of those mirrors are still going to help you get on your real twin flame journey. Okay, so I know lots and lots of people in our community who had false twin experiences and then they let it go, and then right in their twin flame came in and it all worked out almost immediately. So just know that all the work that you do will help get you to your goal, okay? Because the love is real, right? Because your love doesn't just go to that false twin, or it goes directly to your personal twin flame, okay? So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You can't mess it up, okay? So that's the biggest thing, is loving outside of the union, loving outside of yourself, okay? And then also really believing that they can choose separately, because again, you are one. And the closer you get to your union, the more that you heal internally, the more you will feel your twin, the more you will literally feel your consciousness with them, the more the telepathy will like increase, you know. Even if your twin flame isn't, let me move this. Even if your twin flame isn't like talking telepathically to you, they feel your energy. And so, yeah, that's okay. They don't have to always be communicating and talking. I've had times in my journey where there was just like a ton of conversation going on, where I was communicating with my twin. And then there have been miscommunications and things have shifted, and it's been a complete roller coaster, because it's all about your energy. What are the energy that you're giving off? And because they feel everything that you feel. So it's really easy sometimes for things to be misunderstood. So I highly, highly, highly recommend a coach, and not just because I am one. I know for myself, I waited a really, really, really long time to get a coach. I mean, I even like watched my twin get engaged, and then I still waited like another 8 months because I thought I could heal it on my own. Because I was learning to be a twin flame coach. I thought that was enough. I got this down. I can totally heal this on my own. Boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong. And you know, literally within, I think it was like maybe 2 months, maybe it was 3 months of working with a coach weekly, I was able to get back in touch with my twin. We hadn't communicated in the 3D world in like 3 years. And it was very well received, and it was lovely. It was a lovely conversation. So just know that if you really want change, you know, it's safe to invest in your union. You know, people go to financial advisors to get help with their finances. They go to relationship coaches to wonder, well, why am I always attracting unavailable partners? That was me. I was always attracting emotionally unavailable partners, even if they were right there in front of me. They were completely unavailable. And so that was one of my blocks to union. I didn't believe my twin was available to me. And I thought if he was, then there must be something wrong with him, because I kept attracting all these jerks. So that was one of my blocks to union. So, and he's amazing, man, amazing. But it took me a really long time to trust myself, to trust God, trust my union. So, oh my gosh, this is a long video. So I hope this helped you guys. Again, I'm having a live mirror mastery workshop. It's on my website, so click below and check it out. I'd love to help you understand how to mirror, so you have these tools on your own to get you going, right? Because once you're working with a coach, you'll be able to mirror faster and better. You'll be able to just go deeper. It's like, you know, some of the work that I do with my coach, I mean, I'm going into some really like challenging places, not every single time, but sometimes we dive really, really deep into my inner child that I would not feel safe enough to go without my coach. And then she guides me to love myself through it. And then I'm able to claim the truth of what's really true, of what I really want. And when you tell the universe what you want, when you are able to clarify your choice, God will answer you, right? He'll answer your prayers. But if you know, it's like, you know, God's like, you know, you go to a restaurant and, you know, you ask the waiter, hey, what do you like? What's your favorite? Well, if the waiter likes really strong flavors and you like bland foods, how is the waiter really going to tell you what you want? You have to be very specific. You have to know what your tastes are. You have to know what you want, what your truth is, in order to ask for what you want. Yeah, because if you go, well, I want this, but if you tell that to God, he's gonna be like, I don't know how to help you, right? So it's really getting clear on what it is that you want. And a lot of times we don't know what we want because ultimately, God will help you get to that place of divine will, of that sacred divine heart within you. And then from there, right, when you align with the divine, from there everything will really open up. Just follow your true north and everything will open up. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. I encourage you to join my Mirror Mastery Workshop. Also, I have a really awesome Twin Flame meditation that I think you're going to love. So, all right, with that, live well, love well, be well, and I'll see you next time.